All right, here we go, man. Let me hit y'all with the joint right quick. Why your sex appeal goes beyond just your looks. Again, why your sex appeal goes beyond just your looks. You know, I often say, somebody calling my phone and shit. I often say that most men have a remedial understanding of attraction. Most men have a remedial understanding of attraction. Here's why your looks only takes you but so far with women. Now, this is what I will admit. I will admit that on occasion, how you look visually to women, your overall look, your face, your height, your body, your style, whatever. There are some scenarios or instances where women can and will be seduced by how a man looks. They'll just look at you and they'll be like, girl, he can get it on the strength of how you look. Here's the reality though. The majority of the time, most women don't really encounter but so many men where they look at the guy and they want to have sex with him just by looking at him. I'm not saying women don't encounter this, but I'm just saying by and large on the day-to-day, women only encounter but so many of those men, and it ain't that many. Now, they might see an abundance of men that are handsome to them, but I'm talking about when they look at a guy, they just see him walking, and they're like, girl, he can get it. And they ain't even had a conversation with the homie yet. But just on the strength of how he looks alone, they ready to go home with him, right? Now, how many guys, how many of you have actually encountered a woman where the moment you introduce yourself to her, she was ready to fuck, right? I'm not saying it don't happen. It does happen, right? But how many of you have actually encountered that, right? How many guys overall have encountered any scenario, just one time in their life where they walked up on a woman and she was down to fuck right away, right? So there are some guys that have never encountered that. And there are less guys that have encountered that just once in their whole entire life. And there's even lesser guys that have encountered that multiple times in their lives, right? Here's the reality of it. How you look to a woman does not equate or indicate to her that she's going to have an enjoyable sexual experience with you. And that's where the rubber meets the road at. How you look to a woman means nothing if you can't fuck. I need guys to understand this. How you look to women means nothing if you can't fuck her right. If you can't consistently please women sexually. How you look can only go but so far. But a lot of times, how you look, even if a woman is curious about what it would be like to have sex with you, once you start talking, how you articulate yourself verbally will tell a story about you. It will convey a message to the woman, loud and clear, either that she wants to go ahead and partake in that activity with you, or that she got the wrong guy. Yeah, you look the part. You look like the type of guy she might want to get with sexually. But as soon as you start talking and interacting with her, she realized real quick she's no longer interested, right? And that happens the majority of the time to the majority of the men out here. No matter how you look or how good you think you look, I don't care how many times women say you sexy or you fine or you handsome. There's a lot of guys where women will tell you that, but they ain't trying to fuck you though. So y'all see the thumbnail, right? There's a story behind that picture. And I'm gonna get into that in just a moment. But let me share this with you guys. Believe it or not, your sex appeal is way more about your vibe and confidence than just your looks. And I'm going to show you how to unlock it. I'm gonna show you how. I'm gonna show you how. Y'all ready? All right. So I also got a video clip, a very short video clip I'm gonna show you that's gonna further illustrate the point I'm trying to convey with this here joint, right? So let me just get into the picture, the background story. So for those of you who may recall, right, I've told this story before, right? So in that picture, right, me and a couple of homies, we went out one night, right? And as we walked up into the spot, you know, there were multiple groups of women taking pictures of each other. Y'all know how women do. They take pictures of each other and then they post them to the internet, right? So they were taking pictures of each other and we were photobombing women, right? We were just jumping in their pictures. Now, we didn't know any of these women. We didn't have any conversations prior to just jumping in their photos. So we would just walk up, we would see a group of women taking pictures, and we would just run up in there and jump in their shit, right? Just having fun. We weren't trying to holler at none of these women, right? And some of them were attractive women, but we weren't even really trying to holler at them. We were just having fun that night. So the picture that you see, so what happened was the young Latina babe, and I say young, she's younger than me, right? So I photobombed her shit. So when her friend was about to snap the picture, I just jumped in her joint and I leaned into her, on some shoulder to shoulder type shit. So when her friend snapped the picture, I looked at her, I'm like, all right, girl, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you to it. So as I go to walk off, she grabs me by my arm and she pulls me back. Now let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something right quick. 3 stages of sex: attraction, interest, and then arousal. Attraction, interest, and then arousal. So when she pulled me back into her picture, the first 2 stages were complete. She was attracted to me and she was interested, which is what led to that picture being taken. So the picture in the thumbnail, that was not a picture from me jumping in her picture. That was a picture that was taken after. So when she pulled me back into her, I'm like, I wasn't even trying to holler at her, but damn, she interested. Let me go ahead and get at her now. So the picture you guys see in the thumbnail is after I can't even talk. After her and I started talking. So a couple of minutes later, literally a short couple of minutes later, the picture in the thumbnail, that picture was taken, right? And you see she all on my chest, rubbing all up on me and shit, right? So when we started talking, the 3rd stage was met. She started to become aroused, which is the touching of the chest and rubbing up on me and leaning all in my ear and saying some shit to me, right? So when I talk about sex appeal or exuding sex appeal, a lot of times when women view you as that sexually desirable guy, it's really nothing that you did. It's nothing that you consciously said or did. You just happen to be in the right place at the right time where women are just feeling you. The problem with a lot of you guys, you try too hard to be that guy. You try too hard. See, having game is understanding that you don't have to try to be that guy. You just are that guy. And part of that comes from you knowing yourself, you knowing who you are, you being comfortable in your own skin. And then you go out in the world and you just exhibit that confidence. You just showcase that charm of yours. You're not trying. You're not going out of your way to say certain things that you think women might be enticed by. You just that dude. You just exude sex appeal. Now, just because you exude sex appeal doesn't mean every woman that you are sexually attracted to or every woman that you want is feeling you that way. See, the key is to notice when women are feeling you, right? You go and you introduce yourself to a woman. It's for you to see and understand based on how receptive the woman is and based on how she's interacting with you for you to pick up on that. Again, when Shorty grabbed my arm and pulled me back, that's all I needed. I didn't need for her to tell me, oh, I think you're cute, or I want you. I didn't need for her to say anything. The action of her pulling me back into her was all I needed. And I realized she feeling me. Now, because I understand what to do, it's up to me to carry the interaction to the finish line and basically set up a situation where both her and I can get exactly what we was looking for that evening, right? Now, let me show y'all this clip right quick. We're about to go ahead and finish this shit up. Listen up.
I can't not say what a person didn't do or what he did do, right? But on a unit, it's probably, what, 2,200 men on the unit, right?
Yeah.
And each shift, as far as female, if it's fully staffed, right, you might have 25, 30 females on the ranch, right? And it take a special dude to convince a motherfucker to fuck with you when you ain't got nothing, right?
Right. That's facts.
And everybody ain't gonna have no female, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody ain't got what it takes.
Yeah.
And that's the part I was telling you about, the political part of it. You have to learn that. I don't give a fuck how fucking handsome you is, or fucking how big you is, none of that shit, because I done seen the ugliest nigga with the baddest bitch on the unit.
Damn.
So if you ain't figured it out by now, the dude talking, he was in prison. I think he did a 25-year sentence flat, right? And he's talking about being in prison and pulling female prison guards. And he said, do you know how much of a special nigga you gotta be to basically convince a woman when you ain't got shit to fuck with you? Do you know how much game you have to be in prison without a pot to piss in nor a window to throw it out of for a woman to risk her job to fuck with you? I don't think guys can really fathom how much game you need to have to be in prison and have a woman having sex with you while she on a clock and you ain't got nothing. And what did he say? I don't care how handsome you are, how big or muscular you are. He didn't seem the ugliest nigga with the baddest bitches. And I'm gonna tell you why. Two things: sex appeal and mouthpiece. Sex appeal and mouthpiece. If you don't have no mouthpiece, ain't no way in hell you can be a dude with no dough, no place to live, no whip, and still have attractive women, or at least women that you think are attractive, fucking with you. It ain't gonna happen. See, when guys get online and they start talking about, oh, you know, you gotta look a certain way or be a certain height, or you gotta have a certain type of status, or you gotta have money and name brand clothes, none of those dudes got any game. None of those dudes actually know how to talk to a woman. Not a single one of those dudes understand what sex appeal really is, because they're so busy trying to manufacture attraction. They're too busy trying to do shit to get women to want to fuck with them, instead of just showing up in a situation and being who they are and letting their own unique charm, letting their own personality, their assertiveness, their confidence speak for them. Okay, I told you guys before, sexual attraction is not logical. There is nothing logical about a woman risking her job to have sex with a fucking inmate. There is nothing logical, even out in the free world. There is nothing logical about a career woman or a business woman who makes great money, educated woman who got her own house, her own shit. She can afford to vacation wherever she want to go to in the world. There's nothing logical about a woman who got it going on like that to deal with a man who ain't got it together financially. But they do it all the time. All the time. All the time. Why your sex appeal goes beyond just your looks. Guys, you have to understand that your own unique brand of charm, your charisma, your personality, your masculine dominance, if you will, your assertiveness, your self-assuredness or your confidence, your ability to speak to women with conviction, with a sense of pride, with confidence. That's very appealing to some women. The problem with guys is guys are so fixated and focused on trying to get pussy. See, when you actually have game and you know for a fact that you have sex appeal, again, just because you have sex appeal, that does not mean that every woman that you want is going to want you back. But when you have sex appeal, when you understand women gravitate to me sexually, women desire me sexually, women want to fuck with me, even beyond just sex. Women want to fuck with me. Women covet me. When you understand that, you understand I can get women that I'm attracted to without flashing my money. I can get women I'm attracted to without spending money on them. I can get women that I'm attracted to without them never seeing where I live at, without them never seeing my car. I can just walk up on a woman anywhere I'm at, have a conversation with her, and she's going to be feeling me. And I don't give a fuck if she's educated. I don't care if she got 2 or 3 degrees in a business. I don't care. I don't care if she's a pediatrician, a nurse, a pharmacist, an engineer. I don't care what she got going on. Why your sex appeal goes beyond just your looks. The bottom line is this. I don't care what walk of life you're from, what you got going on financially. When you can walk up on a woman, have a conversation, and you can make her feel you, not just your physical presence, your aura, your energy, your vibe, but you can make her feel you with your words. And you can paint this picture. You can get her to visualize what it would be like to lay in your bed and have you touch her. I don't think dudes really understand what I'm saying. And in the depths you can take a woman by getting into her mind. I told you motherfuckers, I was dealing with a young lady one time and she told me, I don't know if you're running game on me. Don't stop. And I was kind of offended when she said that. Because I'm like, I don't manipulate women. I don't deceive. I don't lie. I don't try and front, right? I don't tell women what I think they want to hear. I just be me. I'm going to show them. See, when I step to women, I ain't got no mask on. I show them the real me out the gate, all day, every day. And either they feeling it or they not. If they are, cool, we can do something. If they not, I'm moving on to the next young lady. But she was telling me, I don't know if you're running game on me. I like it. Don't stop. And I said, what you mean? She was like, I just like the way I feel when I'm with you. I like how you talk to me. I like the shit that you say. I just love the way I feel when I'm with you. So I don't know if you're lying or if you're playing around with me, but I like it. Please don't stop. And when a woman tells you some shit like that, if you don't already know, you should have an epiphany moment. A light bulb should go off like, oh shit, I ain't even trying to do anything. I'm just being me. She own it. Why your sex appeal goes beyond just your looks. Hit me up for coaching. Get on a channel membership. Also hit me up on the Patreon. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.